So, this is the Huawei P20 Lite. We of course have three different variants of the Huawei P20 series. So we have the Huawei P20 Lite, the Huawei P20 and of course the Huawei P20 Pro. The P20 and the P20 Lite both have two cameras, where the P20 Pro has three. So that's quite a difference, and of course the P20 Lite is the lighter version, so the lesser specs compared to the other two. So let's open it up and see what's inside. I did get the blue version and well, it's nicer. Anyway, it's the P20 Lite. Like I said right here, you have 64 GB of internal memory and 4 GB of RAM. There's however a good thing about this one, and that is, if I'm not wrong, I should remove both of them. And that is, if I'm not wrong, is that we actually have a headphone jack on this one. And yes, I am correct. We'll look at the phone in a moment. Actually, it's really light, by the way. So of course we have our manuals and a warranty card. Nothing new, nothing impressive or anything like that. We of course have our cable that is USB-C type. And of course our charger and 3 earbuds, because again you have a headphone jack in this one. The earbuds quality look like something you can get for $5, but that's a whole different story. Let's see if we missed something right here. No, we did not. So that is actually what is inside. And then when we go to the phone, it's actually packaged really weird in the back. And I got this in the Netherlands, so that's actually quite old. On the back we have this nice reflection. As you can see, that's really cool. And then of course our dual camera setup. Fingerprint scanner is actually at the back compared to the front on the other two. So let's peel this off. There you go. And of course let's peel this off as well. Now as well, compared to the P20 and the P20 Pro, this is just a dual lens and not like a lens. So just keep that in mind. We of course have the text sideways and the same way for the camera. I really like the reflection on it, and this is the blue color, but you also have it in black. This one doesn't have that nice new color that we see, but that's okay. Let's turn this on. Also, all the three versions actually have this notch. If I have to choose, I'd rather have, of course, keeping the headphone jack and then have the notch. So this one is fine, but the other two don't actually have a headphone jack and they do have a notch. So that's a shame. But the notch on this one is actually more of a problem, because while you can somewhat hide it, this is an LCD display, meaning blacks are not true blacks compared to AMOLED, which is a downside. Overall, the design looks pretty nice. It does feel really cheap, the P20 Lite, but of course it is the cheaper version. It feels very, very light, like I said, and of course we can see the notch right here on top. So that's basically what we are dealing with. Of course you can insert your SIM card, but we're gonna skip all that for now and just see how everything is. Agree, we can... There we go. And then the fingerprints set up. Now you either are a fan of their own skin, EMUI. I'm not a big fan of it, but yeah, we'll get used to that probably. You do have an app drawer, but you have to set it up, so manually set it up. But on standard, it doesn't have an app drawer, which again, I'm not a fan of. I like app drawer, just make that standard. I'm not sure who would like this, but maybe that's something from Apple and they said, well, let's do that. Let's copy the notch, but also that. The way the display looks pretty decent. We of course have our camera. We have all the modes and whatnot, but this is of course nothing compared to. This is of course nothing compared to what we get with the Huawei P20 or the P20 Pro even. All in all, it looks decent. We have this aperture mode, which doesn't work, by the way, the same way as it does on the Samsung with the Firebar aperture. And we of course have a notification menu, but there isn't any difference here. For instance, right here. Oh, wait a minute. If you started like in the middle here. No, never mind. Either way, this is the unboxing of the P20 Lite. I will of course review it, but it takes about 2 weeks to do so. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but let's find out how the phone actually is. Either way, talk to you guys in the next, and have a good one.